Hi, everyone, and welcome to A Better Future Starts Here, a live weekly show brought to you by the American Society for the Positive Care of Children, otherwise known as American SPCC. I'm your host, career and public speaking coach, author, and advocate, Tracy Kawa. American SPCC is dedicated to improving the lives of children in the United States. We are America's voice for children, bringing individuals and organizations to ensure that children are raised in a safe environment so that they can thrive and become healthy, secure, future leaders of tomorrow. Our goal is to bring you perspective, knowledge, and support from industry leaders and professionals who are dedicated to empowering children and families. Today with us is Emma McCracken, and she is a a certified breastfeeding counselor, CBC.
Yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, breastfeeding is one of the most important things that we can do long term for the health of both the mother and the baby. And it's an area that Emma is extremely passionate about. She's worked in several early childhood settings, gaining practical experience to complement and extend her academic qualifications as a certified breastfeeding counselor. The experience she gained aided in the development of gentle expressions, her own practice derived with mothers and babies in mind. Through this platform, as well as Help Me Feed, that she's able to provide empathetic and responsive listening techniques to aid in the lactation breastfeeding process for new and existing parents. Each day, she's able to help parents. She's fueled to strive for more knowledge through academics. She's currently working towards becoming a certified breastfeeding specialist, and her overall goal title is Internationally Board Certified Lactation Consultant. Welcome, Emma. Thank you. Wow, impressive
Thank you.
stuff. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you do as a certified breastfeeding counselor.
So, as a certified breastfeeding counselor, my job is to aid families who have found themselves overwhelmed or having difficulty breastfeeding. I'm not there to diagnose or treat any possible conditions that require medical attention, but rather to provide counsel through empathetic listening techniques that will allow me to educate the parent and advocate for the mother's needs. So, for example, the mother may be having difficulty getting a proper latch from her child. And my job would be to guide her towards a proper latch by educating her on different breastfeeding positions and demonstrating how to get a proper latch, and then adjust accordingly until she has success. There are a lot of visual diagnostics that go into my professional field to ensure that I am educating the parents correctly. But again, I am not there as a medical professional to treat potential problems that would require a medical diagnosis.
Tell us a little bit about some of those feelings that arise with a new mom when she's breastfeeding and she's feeling, whether it's frustration or whatever it is that you feel that you need to create that safe space for her.
Overwhelmed. A lot of parents, whether it's the partner or the actual breastfeeding parent, or if you choose not to breastfeed, all parents are overwhelmed. Half the time, they just need a friendly face and a safe space to be able to speak to you, talk to you about their concerns. And part of my job is to be there, be that person that they can confide in and educate them on their fears and how to further make them feel safe in their space and comfortable doing what they're doing, as it is a new experience.
Wow. How did this passion begin for you?
Well, for as long as I can remember, the only thing I have ever truly wanted to become in my life is a parent. And through my personal goals and a lot of education, I happened on breastfeeding through a class that I actually took at my alma mater, which is Sacramento State. Before this class, I taught at a preschool as an infant toddler teacher, and I gained a lot of experience with children in that professional setting, which inevitably led me to advocating for children's proper growth and development. which has only been heightened since my fascination with breastfeeding began. And now I am not only advocating for children, but parents as well, not only for the health and safety of all parties, but for their personal success.
Oh, I love how you take your wealth of background and training along with
Mhm.
entirely empathetic nature that you talk about and how you combine it in your work today.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So, what is some of the advocating? Like, what is involved with advocating, and what is some of that advocational work that you do?
So, there's a lot of unnecessary controversy surrounding a parent's choice to provide their child with proper nutrition, whether it be through breastfeeding, formula feeding, lab-grown breast milk, or donor milk. It is not for anyone to judge. The parent is doing what they feel is best for their child, and as a professional in the child and maternal health field, I feel it is my place to advocate for those and educate the naysayers who believe it is their job to speak up on how a parent is providing nutrition for their child, whether it be in private or public. We have seen a lot as a society of backlash regarding mothers breastfeeding their child in public. All they're doing is providing nutrition for their child. And if I see it, or if I have personal parents who experience these things, I advocate for it. They're providing nutrition for their child. It is no one's place to say differently.
Yeah, yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. The breastfeeding journey for every child is different.
Mhm.
So the first child may be different from the second child when it comes to feeding or technique. What are the differences that you've noticed?
Well, as you said, each child is different, which leads to different bumps that can arise during a parent's journey. Whether the parent has previously breastfed or not, there is a high likelihood that they will experience the journey this time around differently. They may experience having an under or oversupply of breast milk. Their child may not like the positions that they fed their previous child in. The parent could develop mastitis or nipples. The child could have an insufficient latch or tongue tie. I have seen a world of differences within the second child versus the first, but thankfully, professionals like myself are here to step in when it's needed and to assess the situation and provide the parent with skills to ensure breastfeeding success. But there are so many things that can be different the first time or even the second time around when breastfeeding. It changes every single day.
And you're really illuminating for me that we're not talking just about breastfeeding. We're talking
Mhm.
about a child's nutrition. We're talking about now from their nutrition to their brain development, to their
Mhm.
healthy functioning and well-being. So my hat really goes off to you for this incredible work that you do. You know,
Thank you.
I will tell you, I'll share with you that I breastfed until he was 9 months old.
Mhm.
And I remember one moment in particular. I'm sure that I've had several, frustrating moments during those 9 months. However, one moment in particular where I was feeling frustrated. I don't really remember the circumstances, but I remember that
Mhm.
my partner came over and put his hand on my back. And it made all the difference in the world. Like I'm like welling up thinking about it. It made all the difference in the world. Tell us some of the ways that families can give nursing moms support.
So, first, I would like to say that feeling overwhelmed is a completely normal response to breastfeeding and even parenthood. Um, One of the best things that you can even do for a breastfeeding mother, whether they're experienced 6 months in, they've done this before, no matter the circumstances, it's exhausting and it's overwhelming. Sometimes the best thing you can do, just like your partner did for you, put a hand on your back or shoulder, grab them a glass of water, grab them something to put their feet on, offer to make a snack, offer to be an ear. Half the time, breastfeeding parents just need someone to talk to. And even if, okay, you're breastfeeding for 10, 15 minutes, sit down with them, ask them about their day, ask them if there's anything you need. It can go a very long way to do so.
I love that. There are so many ways to show support. But can
Yes.
we cover on this topic for a moment? On the topic of nutrition, when you
Mhm.
get the mom a glass of water, it's so important for us as the caregivers or the mom as the one who is nursing who needs to provide that nutrition, that hydration. How important is it for her to maintain her own nutrition and hydration?
Oh, very. If you are not properly hydrated, if you are not eating a properly balanced meal of all your fruits and vegetables and grains and everything that goes into it, a lot of problems could arise. You will feel more tired. You could have a lack in your breastfeeding supply. It'll feed through your child. Your child could express some of those things. Proper nutrition for a mother as well as a child is equal. Everybody needs it, and especially a nursing mother who is putting out thousands of extra calories a day. It is hard work on the body.
Wow. 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 Can you tell us a little bit about gentle expressions?
Mhm. So, gentle expressions, I decided to go with gentle expressions versus my name just because I was looking into breast massage and everything, and I liked how gentle the concept was. So, gentle expressions. Um, Gentle Expressions is a platform that I use for parents who need resources or need breastfeeding help in any forms. You work directly with me, and I also work with you through a platform called Help Me Feed. And that just allows me to provide different sets of videos and documents to support everything that I've taught you, just to go back and look at for resource.
Wonderful. Sounds like it provides, or you provide so much valuable information and resources
Mhm.
for our parents and nursing moms, families. They can find you at https gentleexpressions.org,
Yes.
gentleexpressions.org. And then tell me how helpmefeed.org differs from the gentle expression.
Mhm. So I've been working with the Help Me Feed Foundation for about a year now. I honestly cannot say enough great things about them. I started out using their platform to provide assistance to my breastfeeding clients when they needed it, and I quickly transitioned into a higher role within their foundation. This platform will and has always been my go to, as they have a very large content library that they created themselves, consisting of both documents and videos that feature real breastfeeding parents getting assistance from trained IBCLCs. So when you come to me, I automatically offer Help Me Feed as another resource for parents to use. I provide, my training, everything and so forth. And then as a resource, I add them to Help Me Feed. So I can back up everything I just said with short documents and videos so parent can feel even more secure going forward.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. So you can find Emma at gentleexpressions.org and helpmefeed.org. Um,
Mhm.
we really appreciate you being on the show today. If
Of
you,
course.
breastfeeding moms and families with one last thought, maybe
Mhm.
something they could implement today or just one action item, what would that be?
Breastfeeding is overwhelming. Be there, be the support, be the sounding board, be who your partner needs or who your friend needs or whoever needs. It is a hard journey. If you see the mom struggling in the grocery store, offer her a reassuring statement, offer your partner a glass of water. And moms, please do not feel like you are alone in being overwhelmed, because everyone is. Whether you're a new mom, an experienced mom, all moms go through the same emotions and feelings. So never feel like you are alone in that.
Love that. They're not alone.
Mhm.
Emma, you have such a calming, wonderful way about you that I believe any nursing mom would be blessed to have you
Thank
support
you.
her. So I encourage the listeners, anyone breastfeeding, to reach out to Emma McCracken, and thank you to you and
Mhm.
of the other certified breastfeeding counselors on the work that you do. Thank you. Congratulations. And congratulations on pursuing and having additional goals like, the
Thank
CB
you.
and the International Board Certified Lactation Consultant. We wish you the best. And we'll have you back on the show at those other monumental moments where you obtain those
Yes,
licenses.
please.
Yeah, and hear how you're implementing those.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks again.
Mhm.
So thank you. If you're a struggling parent or a caregiver, know that you're not alone. To access more positive parenting resources, please visit our Learning Center at americanspcc.org. Thanks to our viewers, donors, and supporters, we've already provided over 5 million parents, teachers, and caregivers with the tools needed to help children build a brighter future. Please remember to visit us and download the Happy Child app to find out how you can connect better with your child and all of the neurological and the chemical interactions that take place in the child's brain as it develops. And if you'd like to contribute to the conversation, or you know someone uplifting children or families in their community, please contact us. Let us know about them. Let's feature them on our show. Info at americanspcc.org. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let's make a difference together. Visit us at americanspcc.org and find out how you can help. And remember, a better future starts here.